Yeah, cool. Maria, we'll give it about 10 minutes just so people can arrive, and then we'll get started and you can go first. Lush, cool, sweet. Yeah, also in the chat, as new people come, they won't be able to see the chat, so I'll be reposting the original message I've sent a bunch of times, but don't feel obliged to keep messaging back to it, just ignore it. Yeah, the performance will be up on YouTube, but if you send me your email, I'll send it to you directly as well. Yeah, there'll be a transcript as well, so there's a blog for all of it for accessibility as well, if you know anyone who does want to read it afterwards. Cool. Yeah, a couple of people who were going to be reading as well won't be reading tonight. They've had to do a run to the vets, so there's slightly fewer, but there should be a few more joining around now. Yeah, and it's a fundraiser, so if you want to go help out on the link I've sent in the chat above, which I'll send again. It's helping for migrants and refugees in Penally, which is in Pembrokeshire. So there's like 250 asylum seekers at the moment in like really bad conditions in an old military barrack, and there are loads of protests going on, like anti and pro at the moment. So it's really not COVID friendly and kind of triggering for people who've been in intense situations that they've escaped from. So it's a really good thing to help support if you can donate a little bit. Yeah, we'll give it till 10 past. So if anyone wants to go make a cup of tea and stuff quickly, go for it.
I am two, at least. Splits, fragments, bits and pieces alienated from each other, spinning infinitely in their own chaotic solar system. Where is my central sun to bring them all together? To the left, a great ocean separates us. To the right, hard lumps of pain reside. In between I hover, suspended in an ether, unable to decide, unable to land. Bodies of water, bodies of earth, my body. I float up to the stars, asking for their light to illuminate my path. I am a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more Rome. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Stand your ground, firm and tall. Reach your crown up to the stars. Your roots grow deep. No one can break your spirit strong. Only you can sing your spirit song. From afar, your branches span a lifetime. 100, 500, too many to tell all the stories you hold. When the wind comes, you share with a rustle, a sway. Dance on the breath of the air that I breathe, of the air that you breathe, of the air that we breathe. Rooted strongly, so deep, your blood flows around. Teach us to trust. Teach us to dance from the ground in the wind, singing our song, unique, tender, and strong.
Cool. Thanks for that, Maria. I was wondering actually, that was really beautiful. If you could maybe tell us a bit of backstory about it, possibly, when you wrote it and what it's called.
Can I see some, can I see you at least?
Yeah, cool. Sorry. Cool.
So I'm a Polish-American performer and I'm currently based in Scotland. I've been working on a one-woman show called Landing. That's kind of an excerpt that I've kind of adapted just to make a short excerpt for tonight. At the moment I've got like a 40-minute piece that's growing. So I'm kind of looking at finding one's place on earth and looking a lot at kind of identity and belonging and also how the land speaks to that question. So kind of does, geography influence biography and so on, if you will. And so I've been just at the moment, because we're still in lockdown here, I've just been doing it kind of online and looking for different venues. And when I saw your evening pop up, I just thought that's fantastic because I have a refugee background as well, and I thought if I can do something to kind of give back, and yeah, that would be cool. So I just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Where can people, could you post some links possibly for people to follow what you're doing in the chat or something? That would be
Yeah, I've just got a Facebook page at the moment, but I'll
okay,
just put that up. And yes, if anyone's interested, that'd be great.
sweet. Yeah, and if anyone is looking to go next, if you just either raise your hand on the reactions or something, I'll switch it over to you to host from there.
Right, can you be the host again?
Yeah, yeah, cool. Sorry.
I was letting people in. Thank you.
Do you possibly want to go next, and then we'll go from
Yeah,
there?
I'm willing to go next if no one else is willing to.
Yeah, cool, sweet, awesome. Yeah, can you access your video without
Yeah,
me? Okay, cool, awesome, sweet. Yeah,
but
I'll
get
stop
ready.
mine, and if you want to just go for it.
All right.
Awesome.
Um, I'm going to be performing for this fundraiser tonight for this military installation that is holding Iran and Iraqi prisoners within it. Damn. And the same thing happens to be taking place in my country for the past 4 or 5 years. And the poem I'm about to do comes from the anthology book Nationalism, Africa versus North America, Volume 2. And this is an anthology that was produced and distributed from the South African country of Zimbabwe. I have 3 poems in here. I'm looking to do 2, if the host will allow me. The first poem happens to be about that phenomenon that's been occurring in my country, the USA, for the past 4 or 5 years. From pages 207 and 208 in the book, this is called Split. Children under silver thermal blankets don't belong in cages any more than cats and rabbits or their own parents. The presidency wants prisoners between blood generations, over 2,700 justifications in filling, potentially building detention centers ad nauseum. Uncontrollable crying of children at the border, forcibly split from their elders by arms border patrol strong. Sounds like family stability ending. Half gets foster care in foreign homes, half gets sudden return to the southern hell they escaped. The presidency sends their loud collective message to all migrants resolute in staying together. Cross a river, cross a desert, bypass our national fence. Come over here looking for asylum, and you and yours are gonna split. That first poem was called Split, about the government enforced separation of migrant families at the border between the USA and Mexico. And the last poem is my assessment on the former political climate that was in this country under the presidency of one Donald John Trump. From pages 211 and 212, this is called Total Opposite. I already live in a shithole, and it's gotten progressively worse. Where I live, extreme prejudice is enshrined as policy. Less bridges are being built. Worlds stay apart. Walls are threatening to emerge, keeping out the Arabic-speaking Muslim brown and the Spanish-speaking Catholic brown, sealing in more, and the faces are younger. Their sweet dream ended with a pen stroke and arrest. Devout Christian whites raised separatist flags, sending their armies of animus, pounding their feet across the pavement practically every week, bringing favors with edge to the party. And these favors go bang! Loaded magazine, one bullet inside, potentially bears my name. My skin is black. My race is black. My name to these bigots is Mark. Easy mark, as in moving target. I already live in a shithole in the Western world, and it's gotten progressively worse. The total opposite of what constitutes safety.
Cool. Thanks for that. Those were really hard hitting. Do you have a background in spoken word or just an interest in?
Yeah, I have a background in spoken word. I've been doing this ever since the early 1990s, since the first George Bush presidency. And I've been on a roll ever since. I've already have 5 books of my own under my belt and 36 anthology appearances, including this book, Nationalism, Africa versus North America, Volume 2.
Wow, amazing. Do you have any socials that people can find you on and follow you on?
I have no internet social media platforms whatsoever. So the one sure way to get in contact with me is via email. Good old-fashioned email. Otherwise, my internet presence is like scattered or sporadic as best. You know, a poem here, a poem there, an essay there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, cool.
From this computer mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening. Free all political prisoners.
Nice. Thanks, Dee. Does anyone else want to go next? I've got one video that I was going to share, if not, but if you do, just message quickly in the chat, otherwise I'll go next. Okay, cool. I'm going to share my screen. This is something that I wrote, if I can remember how to share my screen, that I've made a video to go along with. So yeah, it's kind of more visual than it is anything else at the moment. But I've just been told there's no audio, so 1 second. Yeah, I've been told it's still not working, so 1 second. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm being told it's still not working, so I'm gonna read it instead, I think. Okay, cool. Is my microphone working? Like, can people hear that? Okay, cool. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so usually there's a visual like the one you just saw, but I'll just read it. So it's called Current State, and I wrote it in January. This current state is a messed up state. There's meddling devils playing with my mental state as we're losing our powers to this swelling police state, losing our autonomy, societal lobotomy at this rate, mate. 2020 vision, but not everyone's seeing clearly. It was the year of the rat, it seemed like the year of the pig. These are dressed in blue and I'm feeling red. Killing the innocent, supporting the maleficent, with their powers as a stimulant to curb a just ambivalent. It's dirty, dirtier than a rat. I'm not about that. And look at the way you're sat, sheepish. But a sheep could pull the wool over your eyes because you don't care. And I'm not convinced it's your hands that you rinse, but you're brainwashed instead. Brain dead. This current state won't give me a break. This shit's R-rated with capital racism. Back in the ye old days, words were only in your mouth, but now they're on the big screen and the small screen all over the internet. Unless you're Trump in 21, now thank fuck. Please send him back to living in the old days. I'm sick of the putting up walls, building neo-realist borders hung, drawn and quartered by the system. The system's not broken, it's just not working for you. It's not really working for anyone. Let's take it on, head on, be strong. Where's my mind gone? It goes on and on and on and on. Let's get rich quick. Come on, you're not wrong, they're wrong. What's that song? Rule Britannia, cruel Britannia. But you with your compassion, fatigue, consumer hostility, lifestyle of futility, not one for mobility, just British nobility. Pints for stability, drift into tranquility, the encroaching senility, determined debility. And the NHS won't save you then, darling. You've still got a can of that sweet, sweet Carlin. Sip, sip, swig while you ignore the war in Iraq. You don't give a shit about what's happening in Yemen. And who cares about mass genocide in China? You forgot people even come from India, but God knows what you'll do if you don't get back to that 150 kind of John Smith's down the local soon. That is political, but you feel it's personal. Just like your mate Steve, a little bit of a sleaze. He's got two definitions for the word fag. What a tease. Sig, yes please. But time pulls lives apart. There's no use pushing back the arms on your watch as much as there is holding back Dean's arms outside the Red Lion on a Sunday night because you're both too pissed to fight. But you're not pissed enough to fight for justice, because just if you were, maybe we'd all do something right. Right, left, there's no such thing as a centrist, just a lefty tourist who's puffing this privileged pipe of capitalism. Mutual aid in Belarus, what's the use? Dreaming of communal gardens, I beg your pardon. Now it's like people want a wage to love, but maybe that's because you get minimum wage, go beyond and above. All these pointless devotions, they referee my emotions. Don't you deny his depression? Have you forgot the recession? It must be hindering your North Face obsession. What's £300 just to make an impression anyway? I can't shake the feeling that in this verse, that I think the current state is going to get worse, because fascism's a curse. If you kill it, let me help. I'll even drive the hearse. And do you really care who I love? Or is it a defense mechanism for the love you were deprived of? Believe me, I've been there, a sad swell and a crying time, but you'll be fine, just take this hand of mine. Looking for Jesus, looking for money, looking for... Yeah, sorry, I think that, I don't know what's happening, if it's my Wi-Fi or not, but it seems to be not working. Okay, looking for saving, looking for money, looking for money, looking for saving, it's not funny, and neither is this, and neither are you. The current state is taking the piss. But I'm taking my standards and I'm shouting. I want you to hear me. I want you to feel it. Have your standards and raise them. I'll put my whole hand in and fold if we can all just get what we deserve. If I'm honest, we don't deserve the world, but no one deserves oppression. And this state's a fan of that. That's no confession, just a relaxed observation. 2020 vision, it's not over. You're still not in focus. 2021, it's January. The shit's not that dry. Sober up, mate. Cool. Yeah, so that's that. I hope you caught all of it. I'm not sure if it worked or not, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, I've just seen some messages. Does anyone else want to share a poem or anything to read?
So I've just got something that's quite short that I wrote one time, so I'll just go ahead and read it. So yeah, I guess my inspiration for this was the idea behind the fundraiser, which is obviously the try to imagine what it would be like I look around, surrounded. I cannot count the times I've sought to escape the wars and the walls I fought. Your grandma says, but what? But what is our own? Our dead relatives? People with whom we share our skin and nothing else? All that exists is a stage of fiction. The idea that we have more in common with strangers than other strangers is all but fiction. The thing we hope to share is kindness, is love, is compassion for a stranger, is the belief of a better world, is the fierceness to make it a reality. All I have to offer is an idea, but like fire I hope it sparks, spreads, destroys and makes a mark, for a chance, for a new beginning, something better, something new, a bright spark, united, and brings together. Okay, that's it.
Cool. Thanks for that. I'm going to keep my video off just in case. I think my Wi-Fi is pretty tenuous at the moment. I'm not quite sure. B, are you up for going next? Thanks, by the way, Amy.
Mute. Okay. How's the audio, everybody?
It's working.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure like of the presentation style for this, but basically it's just like the thing that I thought to read. Like I didn't prepare it for this at all, but like it's a soliloquy at the beginning of a film that I made. So like I could and like the way it's presented is it's like the beginning of a film. So actually, okay, so I could play the video and read it at the same time. I don't know. Or I could just read the words. I don't know. What do you think?
Up to you. I can make you the host if you want to play the video and share.
Oh, is that how you share stuff?
Yeah. If you just let me. Cool. That should have worked.
Okay. I don't have such a good like media player though, so maybe I'll just say it out loud. So okay, just gonna break it up from pages. So basically, like, I wrote it for a film, like a soliloquy to clue people in about the film. And the film, it's like a workout performance art piece, and I was trying to find like a kind of psychophysical language to describe, like bridge the gap between like exercise and psychology, basically. And in the video, I'm performing different exercises, and the different exercises that I do, they cast different shadows on the wall. And the different shadows, it's kind of like a shadow theater. So the idea is like I'm physically engaging with the shadow aspect of my mind. So the dark, elusive shadow hangs on your heel, festers in the gloom. You try to hide your shadow, but see it not, obscured by the light. Others see others see a shadow theater, the inner life laid bare. Its meaning changes with different perspectives. When do fiery phoenix's wings turn to the ashen feathers of vain Icarus's feathers? Toiling psyches push and pull, repels resistance, yields to desire, making calloused hands, while death-driven callous mind thanks Thanatos. Now with your purple prose tinted spectacles securely on, observe. So it's very short, but yeah.
Cool. Thanks for that. That was awesome. I can't wait to see the video when it's up and about. Has anyone else got anything they might want to also contribute? Let me know if my video is not working, by the way. I'll give it a minute, and if not, yeah, just thanks for coming along and participating. Hopefully there'll be some like in-person events and stuff. I don't think it'll be soon, but hopefully after the end of May. Yeah, so like exhibitions, spoken word stuff. So if anyone's got any video contributions or stuff they'd like to do, those kinds of things, that'd be cool. I'm more of an in-person event organizer, so this is the first time I've done anything like this for creative stuff. So yeah, but if not, definitely check out the Roots project. I'll just like chuck the link tree back in so you can find the YouTube, which this recording will go up on, and then the crowdfunder and the Facebook profile with like all the other events that will be going on. We've got a ecological webinar series every Tuesday at the moment until we can do some workshops and exhibitions. But yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks guys, and thanks for all the talent that everyone's like shared this evening. Yeah, it's been great.